What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and just as I promised, we're back with the EA Escape from Castle Jakenstein. We're going to be taking a look at the giant path. Bro, these players are going to be very, very huge. I already told you guys what would happen. Now you're going to actually see it. Remember, this has been going on for a couple years since EA made that mistake and had like a miniature player. They went overboard and started having like the huge players and the small players, and they usually enrage during the Halloween season. But right here, you could just see these dudes are just like, bruh, they're very, very big, but it doesn't really matter, right? This is still going to be something that you have to understand. People need to know that these players are big, but they don't have the agility. They're not able to, just chase down the little guys, and you can just abuse them. You know what I'm saying? But if you try to go head up with them and try to really make it so it's like, okay, this dude is mad big, I'm going to try to go and, attack him head on, you probably won't win. But what I do all the time, just avoid them. Because remember, your players are so much smaller than them, and you can look at this guy. Look how big this dude is, bro, but it doesn't really matter. We can still make the tackles and stuff, because like I said, realistically, they probably should just throw the ball up in the air high. Like how when you're playing football with your nephews and your younger siblings in the backyard, and you just throw it up high and keep the ball above their head? Theoretically, that's what should happen. But we all know with the way that the game is, the height factor is very, very, weird. So it's probably not going to work out that way. But for us, like I said, you see, Vernon Davis looks so much smaller than everybody else. So it's harder for them to actually tackle you. So when you're playing it, just try to throw drags and just go, dude. Even if you have to put like a running back in at that position, just get like those tiny, whatever, dude. Just have a guy with speed and, whatever. Just make sure that they're smaller, because the bigger the player is, the easier it will be for them to tackle you. And obviously, you don't want that. Now, some of these where you have to score a rushing touchdown in 2 plays, I already know that people are going to be asking about that. Pretty much what you're going to want to do is you're going to have to throw a dot and then run out of bounds at like the 2-yard line. That's the first time that we actually have to do it. I'm going to show it to you guys the way that you actually do it, the play that I use and everything in the next segment, because it goes on again. Other than that, you got to just wind the clock down. It's done. You just have to score a rushing touchdown and win the game. Right there, I wanted to see if I could actually do anything to them running the ball, and it really didn't work out. When you see pauses like that after challenges, please do not quickly close out your game and reset it. Wait about 10 to 15 seconds and it will resume. That's the reason that I showed it to you. It's going to happen again also in, a couple more solos down. You're going to be able to see it again. That's something that a lot of you guys were wasting a lot of time doing, because remember, in past Maddens when the game froze, you had to reset it. This one, you do not. I don't know why it freezes like that, but it does. And it's not really that big of a deal. You just have to wait like 10, 15 seconds and then it resumes, just so that you guys are aware of it. It's happening a lot more than than usual, but we have to just be smart about it. So right here, we're just gonna throw a hot dot and then we're just gonna go for 6. Like I said, they don't have the agility. They're huge. They just don't have the agility and like the way to, to be able to just jump at you and do stuff. That's not how they're built. That's why we're always amazed that Calvin Johnson, like Megatron, and all these other big players like, DK Metcalf, they're so big and they run that fast. It doesn't make any sense. This is very, very realistic on EA's part right here. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and run the ball real quick. It's not a big deal. These dudes right here, pretty much if you have issues running the ball on them, all you have to do is come out in like a passing set and then audible down to a running play. So pretty much put a running back in for one of the wide receivers and then audible down to like an iPro or something, and then you should be able to go ahead and run the ball easily. If you come out in run sets, what I've learned is that they will smash you up in the backfield, because the game just cheats. As soon as you hike the ball, the guys are so big, they just lay down in front of you, and they were tackling me. So some of those challenges I had to actually repeat. So just to make you guys understand, when you come out and you have to run the ball for that play, just come out get hit stick then. Okay, Isaiah Simmons. Low key, you should have got a card, bruh. Like the way you out here rocking and the way you clutched up against the Seahawks, they should have definitely gave you something. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, obviously you can see that these big, bro, you'll be able to utilize some of these big players. They'll just put them on your team automatically. But you can see they can't catch a punt. And then look at these little dudes just running, smelling these dudes' butt cheeks as I run for 6. I don't know what that is, but right here, this is one of the segments I was talking about. I'm not freezing the game right here. This is actually frozen by EA Sports. And then you can just time it. I just want you guys to see the real in-depth time of it. It'll actually resume itself. All right, so I already got tweets about it. I got, messages. Yo, why is this happening? When it happened to me the first time, I just waited. I was tapping a lot of buttons. All of that is not even necessary. It automatically resumes by itself after like 10, 15 seconds. So for those of you guys that actually went out there and, you know, you pretty much been resetting your game and doing all that stuff, definitely 100% not necessary. Go ahead and just wait for like 10-15 seconds and it will resume. Now, as far as this one right here, it's the fourth quarter, it's 4 minutes left, right? You just got to throw drags, throw a dot, whatever, truck this dude real quick. Yes, sir, and then we're good. After you do this, though, you see you need 150 yards and it's in the fourth quarter. You're going to have to do the old-fashioned trick of rushing the ball backwards so that you would be able to accumulate those yards. There is no other way that you're going to be able to do it because, you know, defensively, if you're not able to get stops, it hurts you as well. But all you need is pretty much one stop. Because when you run all the way back, I think you might need two. Because they want 150 to give you 25 in the field. You're going to need 2 stops, right? So you can do a couple things. You can let the CPU score if you would like, if you have problems, you know, stopping them. I'm going to play defense and just see what they're doing and just pick them off real quick. And that's pretty much it, because they play just like the regular game. It's just that they're bigger. So pretty much you hike the ball, you run it backwards, right? Just run it straight backwards, go back as far as you can, drop on the ground, and then it's your job to be able to get those yards back, you know, to obviously win the game. One of the biggest things that you have to realize, though, when you go all the way back, like right here on 4th and 56, you have to be aware of where you are. Because I didn't even realize that that was 4th down, but I just threw it and I got the 83 yards. So I know that I need, you know, I need one more stop to get the 150. You know, because getting the 4 stars just make sure you get your free potions, your MUTcoins, all that good stuff. So you want to get the most stars possible. It's not like when you go to the Legends and you get the token and you need 1 star and it doesn't matter. This one matters to get all of the stars, so that way you get as many potions as possible, and then ultimately we can go ahead and put together our 90 overall free card. So right here we run backwards again, throw a drag route. Again, they are not agile, they're huge, but they're not agile. We're gonna go ahead and just, we don't need to score right here, do we? Do we need to score, Vernon? No, okay, just drop on the ground, and then that's pretty much it. We got our 150 plus yards completed, and now we're just chilling. We just gotta run the clock out a little bit, and that's pretty much it, and then we're good to go. And, you know, I just wanted to test out to see, you know, the way they would tackle me, because I think they have a house rules where the guys are going to be enraged as well. So I wanted to see some kind of plays, the way they move, and it's all the same thing that it's been over the last couple of years. They're just very, very big and no agility. So it is what it is. You should be able to take care of this, no problem. I have complete faith in all of you guys that are watching this video. You'll be able to blast through this, no problem, and get all the stars. And then now, what I'm going to show you right here, after we get our, you know, our MUTcoins and everything from our daily objective and all the other stuff that we've done, this is what's going to happen. We took the giant path first. Now we're going to have the speedy, tiny path. All right? That's what we're going to be working on next. I'll get that information out to you guys, because after we do that, we should have enough to get those other yellow potions to be able to get the 90 overall. So I'll go ahead and evaluate that, get that information back out to you guys so you can see what's going on with it, and then we can all get it done together and keep it moving as we escape from Castle Jakenstein. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.